Visible life forms detected.
When you look into the night sky, what do you see? A shooting star here and there, a plane flying through the dark clouds. The moon staring right back at you. Twinkling stars that are so much like our own. But you ask yourself, are we really alone? In the vast expanse that's our existence, there surely has to be something, someone else. Why is that equally terrifying? We're either alone and we're, alone, or we aren't and there's something out there. Something that's quietly existing under our noses. Humans are born with two distinct fears. The fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. At around 2 or 3 years old, we begin to develop our imagination, and as it happens, we begin to develop a fear of the dark. When I was a kid, I would turn out the lights in the basement and run. As fast as I could, I would sprint up the stairs and slam the door. I was the only one down there. There weren't any exits, entrances. But at the moment the lights turned out, I was scared. The moment that I couldn't see what was in front of me. Fear is an interesting concept. We're born naturally curious. Babies aren't afraid of spiders, snakes, or really anything other than falling and something loud. Parents and other people teach us what to be fearful of. The way our parents react to certain things is the way that we react. It's classic monkey see, monkey do. But our fear of the dark is different. My mom isn't afraid of the dark. She didn't run up the stairs with me. Our fear of the dark is tied to our developing imagination. It's not learned and we aren't born with it. I didn't see someone run. I just felt like I needed to run. In my head was a thought. What if? What if something is there and I just can't see it because the lights are out? I had no way of proving that there wasn't anything there, so what if? I didn't know for sure. And that's just it. Our fear of the dark is just a symptom of a larger, less understood fear. We fear the unknown. When we're falling, our senses are telling our brains something completely different. It doesn't know what's happening. A loud noise, you don't know what that was. All you know as a baby is that it was loud, and you don't know. Humans naturally fear what we don't know, what we don't quite fully understand. The question of whether we're alone in the universe itself is the embodiment of our fear of the unknown. Our brains attempt to answer, but each scenario is equally unknown, unexplainable, and terrifying. The belief that we aren't alone is backed fairly heavily. There are plenty of people who think that aliens and other life is out there. Plenty that believe that we've actually been visited. But as you look into the night sky and think about the vastness of space, the inconceivable number of planets, stars, and opportunities for life to exist, your imagination begins to run free. Your mind races with questions and possibilities. What do they look like, sound like? But one question is at the forefront. What is their intention? There's no shortage of movies that depict aliens taking over Earth, destroying our civilization to use our resources, enslave us, whatever it may be. But you have the second possibility. What if they're here to help? The more thought that's put into it, the more unanswered questions you run into. If you haven't noticed, our brains typically lean towards the negative. Aliens are here to destroy us all. Negative events are immediately stored in our long-term memory. The classic, if you touch a hot stove, you aren't going to do it again. But positive events are handled differently. You need a little longer for that positive event to be stored. Your brain is hardwired to look for the bad. Your amygdala itself, your brain's emotional alarm system, is biased to look for negativity. It even reacts stronger to a negative event than a positive one. When I turned the lights out, I wasn't worried there was a unicorn in the darkness. I worried that there was something lurking, waiting to get me. So when you look up and see nothing, your brain naturally thinks there has to be something evil, someone evil up there. But what if we are alone? What if, in all of existence, we are the only conscious life, the only life period? There's nothing. That in and of itself is equally terrifying. Just plain emptiness. In general, people are social beings. It's common for people suffering from depression to separate themselves, which only sends them further into a spiral. People post on social media pictures and videos of their life, wanting people to interact and share. So as you look into the night sky and sit on the possibility that we are alone, a part of you is disappointed. The opportunity to be social, to share and learn about this other life is gone. You're stuck in your own mind, not able to let your thoughts and feelings out. It's a punishment that you never committed a crime to receive. We put people in jail, separate them from their families, friends, and other people, make them sit alone. Being alone in the universe means that we're bearing the brunt of a punishment when we didn't commit a crime. When you look into the night sky, you see everything but nothing at the same time. Your brain longs for something to be out there but fears what that may be. When you're asked if we're alone, no matter what your opinion is, it creates a sense of curious fear in your mind. It reveals a deeper thought process, a deeper understanding of how our minds view the unknown. When I ran up the stairs, I wasn't running from a monster. I was running from the unknown. But as I grew older, I began to see the unknown as an opportunity. I don't run from the darkness anymore. In our lifetime, we may not be able to answer definitively whether or not we're alone in the universe. But we can carry that sense of curious fear and turn that into an opportunity to live more life.